Well, May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and 2 local filmmakers are doing their part to open up conversations around mental health issues. They're hosting a screening of their films in Cincinnati this weekend.
And they joined us now to talk about that showcase. Cam Marshall and Evan Maines are here this morning. Guys, before we jump into the movies, what are you wearing?
Yeah, right. Fashion we do.
You start.
Well, pretty simple jacket, but these are some
Look at
LeBron
these. Look at these shoes.
12s with floral print on that I like to bring out.
Strong. Yeah.
And Evan, you said you're wearing Duluth?
Yeah, this is Duluth Trading Co. Get a close up. Those boots are from Dillard's. I bought them on the internet, and they seem to work out pretty well.
So good. So good.
And you guys look fantastic. You're on our best dress list.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Joking aside, 2 obviously very important films that mean a lot to you. Cam, tell us about the premise of Blackwoods. Excuse me.
Yeah, well, it started with just kind of gathering some information around mental health. And so some of the facts I found is that 1 in 4 men say that they have a friend or a close friend that they can call when they're in trouble. And that men are twice as likely to commit suicide or have suicide thoughts than women. And so Blackwoods is really kind of around trying to show men being vulnerable and what it's like to have community and friendship and not walk through your problems alone. And it was really birthed from an experience I had myself when my father passed, and I was invited on a retreat where there was other guys, and we just hung out, we did yoga, we hiked, and it was very therapeutic for me. And I was like, people don't see this very often.
Right.
I should put this in a film. And so went to Red River Gorge because it's beautiful.
Beautiful down
Love
there.
Kentucky, and we shot some great drone shots and
You
found
see some of that now.
actors.
It looks great. It
So
looks great.
yeah, that's the premise behind it.
And that's the premise behind the movie. And like you said, it's personal to you because you went through some of this. Can you tell us why you feel that it's important? I mean, you explained some of the statistics, but why is it important to you to share that kind of thing in a film format?
Yeah, well, I would say for me, here in C Productions, we're a faith-based film company. And so whenever I write a script, I always start with 2 things, which is, what does this story say about God? And then what does it say about people of color or black people? And I think a lot of times when you see black people in movies, you typically see them in urban environments, not out in nature, not out in woods, not experiencing different things. And then also I think it was important to show that you can be open with your friends and benefit from it. You can have difficult things going on in your life and you don't have to put up a mask. And so I think kind of building a story around that, I hope that when other people watch it, they're like, well, who can I call? Who can I check on?
Yeah.
Like, what's my support system?
Yeah.
How am I processing life alone versus with community, and what am I missing out on?
So important. That's just so important.
And Evan, for you, your movie, it has a title that just jumps right out at you. You're kind of, what is it's called Trash Wife.
Yeah.
Dive right in and tell us about it.
Well, my 3rd grade teacher said I needed an attention getter, so I think I did that by having.
You hooked me right there. Yeah.
I've always been taught to name things what they are, and that's the premise of the movie. And it's this comedy. It's a film about a guy who is grieving, and my point was to still create a feeling and emotion and something that connects with an audience. But I wanted people to have fun when they watched it. Like, I remember screening this last year for the first time, and man, people just had a blast in the screening. It was a bit of a roller coaster of emotion for them as they watched this film. You start with kind of a character that sticks out like a sore thumb, and by the end of the film, you find something of yourself in that character when it comes to, especially coming off of a year of, we filmed it after COVID, and we had to cancel filming 3 or 4 times just to get there. So it was a film about isolation and grieving and things like that. And so it just opened up a lot of conversations where when it talk about mental health, my goal is to always create things that reduce the stigma. Like, you can normalize these things. You can talk about it. We don't have to feel so alien when we discuss mental health and the fact that, hey, it's okay to not be okay. So that's and it's a comedy, right? Like, we can have fun when we discuss this.
Well, that's the approach is a little bit unique in that sense, because usually you're when you go into a movie like that, you're sort of preparing yourself for a certain thing. This is a little bit different thing.
I wanted people to. This isn't a PSA. This is a thing that I want people to. It is art. I want them to interact with it the way you would an art piece if you were in a gallery. It's going to speak to people in different ways. Some people have loved the film. Other people have hated it, which in my head is a success. I've never made. I stopped trying to make things that pleased everybody. That was like going to fit everybody. So that's totally okay. But when people can walk away with it saying, man, when I saw it, it made me think of this from my life, and then it creates a storytelling aspect in them to go and talk about it and share about it. So
your goal is achieved no matter what because you're starting the conversation, which again is what is so important to both of you.
Yeah, we're being told, guys, we got to wrap up. Unfortunately, we're out of time. Very quick details on where we can see the films.
Yeah, absolutely. This Saturday at the Garfield Theater, there's 2 showings, a 4 o'clock p.m. and a 7 o'clock p.m. And tickets are $20 to get you access to both of our films and Q&A afterwards. So if you go to garfieldtheater.com, you will see all the information there.
Awesome. Best of luck, guys. I hate to wrap up so quickly because it's been very interesting.
Yeah.
Best of luck with the films.
Yes, thank you so much for opening that topic up.
Yeah,
to people.
absolutely.
We'll be right back.
Hey there. Yeah, you could stop watching right now, but let's be honest, you don't want to do that. Hit the links or click subscribe to see more amazing content from all of us here at Local 12.